here to preach and I'm here to teach. So Nintendo has set a precedent in their marketing where they like to release ports that were originally released on the Wii U, and recently they announced Pikmin 3 to be remastered. I'm doing the quotation marks with my fingers right now. Before I get into this, I have no problems with ports. I think ports are healthy when they're done correctly, because there's games that I didn't get on Wii U that I have no real interest of going out and getting on the secondary market, and it gives me the opportunity to play the games. It's a very gray area because Nintendo now has been releasing ports for the console since release. The first one I think being Mario Kart 8. I think that was a launch title. I think Mario Kart 8 was a launch title. And I remember buying Mario Kart 8 right off the bat, and it was retail price $79.99, and I had already owned it on the Wii U, but this game gave me a lot of incentive to buy it at $79.99, because at least with Mario Kart 8 you got like a new drift. There was like a 3-tier drift now. You could hold 2 items at a time, new characters, new battle maps, and there was a lot of things going on in that game. So I'm going to give it the pass. I'm going to say that was a very well received port, a very well done port, and it was worth the AAA retail price. But for the most part, I feel like a lot of the ports coming out that are actually developed by Nintendo are just kind of like scummy. Pikmin 3, I felt like I just have to speak about it just for a second, because to me it just doesn't make any sense. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I've never had the personal interest of playing the game, maybe because I suck as Olimar in Smash Bros, but that's besides the point. I just never really got around to playing it, and for all I know I could love the game. I could honestly love the game, but I just never got around to playing it. And there is a dedicated fan base behind Pikmin. The thing is that this game, this deluxe version of Pikmin 3, absolutely fucking sucks, and a lot of the fans are upset with it. And the reason being, for the most part, is that it's a $79.99 game. Now you would expect that with that price tag, that Nintendo would have added a bunch of shit, really remastered the game, and it was almost like playing a new game. That's what I expect with a port to a certain extent. I don't expect it to be a complete fucking redesign. I don't expect it to be a brand new game, but I expect it to be above and beyond what the predecessor was, especially when you're retailing it for such a large amount of money. Now, if the port is like $20, well, I'm just expecting it to be the exact same game. I'm expecting to get the exact same game I played on X console now. But when you retail a game that's 7 years old, like Pikmin 3, for $79.99, which is the price of a AAA title, you expect there to be a lot of incentive to buy it. And with Pikmin 3, there's just no fucking incentive. For starters, the graphics, they polished them maybe just a teeny bit. It's not an overhaul, it's nothing like that. It's literally just a slight polish. It looks like I'm playing a Wii U game. Besides the graphics being literally the same fucking graphics that we got on the Wii U, you get these really shit incentives to buy the game. You get like 2 incentives to buy the game, and let me tell you, they're very minimal. They're very minimal incentives. I mean, if it floats your boat, it floats your boat. But for me personally, if this was a game franchise I really enjoyed, I would be kind of offended. You get a bug encyclopedia, and I'm not talking like a physical bug encyclopedia, because that would be kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool to see an actual, like, a physical bug encyclopedia you could physically flip the pages to. To my understanding, you encounter a bug in the game, and it goes into a virtual encyclopedia, and from there you can read the stats or whatever the fuck. I'm not sure how Pikmin works, but basically it's just an in-game encyclopedia once you encounter whatever bugs you encounter, okay? The second incentive is like little fucking side missions for Olimar, okay? I don't care. I don't care about these things. Besides like Mario and fucking Pokemon, every other Nintendo fan base gets literally nothing. They're just on edge at all times. The fucking Star Fox fan base, the F-Zero fan base, the Mother fan base. I feel like Nintendo just keeps all of them on edge. Like every single time a Direct comes out, everyone's like, oh my god, is a new F-Zero game gonna come out? Like I feel like the Nintendo fan base is already on edge as it is, because they love these games, they're dedicated to these games that made their childhood, games that they had fun with, and Nintendo just, I don't know, fails to see that they want these games. Now, I'm not saying Nintendo has to make these games, I'm not saying that Nintendo has to, fold at every beck and call that these fans make. I'm just saying that it's kind of a spit in the face to the Pikmin community, who do wait patiently for new Pikmin games. Another game like this that Nintendo really dropped the ball on was Pokken DX. I think it came out like 2 or 3 years before the Nintendo Switch came out. I don't know. Anyway, the point of the matter is, the Pokken DX came out around the end of the Wii U's lifetime. And they were like, let's remaster it. And I'm totally for that. I'm really totally for that. They marketed it at $79.99, and they added, what was it, 5 new characters? But really, in reality, 4 of them were from the arcade game, and 1 of them was brand new. So really, they added 1 new character. Hold on. I think Empoleon, Darkrai, Croconog, and what was the last one? I forget the last one. Those 4 guys were on the arcade cabinets that you could find in Japan. So in my mind, those guys aren't really new. Those guys were already programmed in the game. Even if it was the arcade cabinet version, they're still programmed in the game, okay? So those guys aren't really new. They gave us 1 new character, and that was Decidueye. And even then, I'm like, that price is kind of steep. You know, $79.99, I already own the game on Wii U. So then DLC dropped for the game. DLC, and I'm pretty sure that's like 30 bucks Canadian. I'm not sure exactly, but you get like Blastoise and the sword guy. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure his name, but it's a Pokemon that's literally a sword and a shield. Like, it's just a sham, you know? You're gonna market a game that's $79.99, and you're gonna be like, there's 5 new characters, when in reality there's only 1 new character. Okay, it's Decidueye. The other 4 you had the opportunity of putting on the Wii U, but you just decided not to. You decided to keep it on the arcade cabinet. Okay. So don't lie to us, it's 1 new character, and you had the opportunity of giving us these characters way beforehand, but you decided not to. So it's 1 new character plus 2 DLC characters that are new, Blastoise and Sword Guy, okay? And you're gonna retail that at $100? The bundle is $100. And it's because Nintendo has tasted this monetary gain. They're like, oh shit, since the Wii U literally sold no copies, I'm pretty sure that the Nintendo Switch sold more in its first year than the Wii U ever did in its entire lifespan. I'm pretty sure that's the reality of the situation. So now that Nintendo's like, oh my god, everyone has a fucking Nintendo Switch, we can just re-release games that were on the Wii U that didn't sell, or fan favorites that not a lot of people got to play, and we'll just make money again off the same games. We don't have to do any work. And you know what? That's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good idea. Letting new people try games that they never got to experience, I'm down for that. But retailing it at $79.99 when it's not worth that price is extortion. Like Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, I get it. You're opening up the market for new players, because a lot of people probably didn't play that game on the Wii U. You added Funky Kong, and you're telling me that's worth $79.99? I'm not paying $79.99 to play as fucking Funky Kong. Something they should have done with Pikmin is they should have released all 3 games and made a bundle for $79.99. I think that would have made a lot of fans happy. And then announce, hey, we're working on Pikmin 4 or something. They might not be working on Pikmin 4, so maybe they can announce that. But with this Pikmin 3 Deluxe, I'm pretty sure they're working on something Pikmin related. Anyway, that's my thoughts on Nintendo. Basically, I don't think it's the right move what they're doing, but it's the most profitable move. So I got this cool little Nintendo game pack thing from this store I went to. It was produced in 1989, so it's pretty old. There's a sticker in it, and most of it's like this scratch stuff that the guy told me doesn't really work because it's kind of old. I thought we could open this at the end of the video. So yeah, if you guys like this, just let me know and I'll open more at the end of my Nintendo related videos. So I'm gonna use some Nintendo Amiibo right now to open the cards. As you can see, it comes off pretty quick because the glue is kind of just gone. So let's see what's inside. We got a top secret tip, Double Dragon. It says here, top secret tips, Double Dragon. As mission 2 draws to a close, go back down ladders. You've already ascended. At least 1 foe will vanish. Collect all 33 tip cards. And the front of it is, let's see what it is. It says, I love video games, with Drunk Mario Intoxicated Mario. Well, there's our first. Let's look at our second here. Our second top secret pro tip: Super Mario Brothers. If you're Super or Fiery Mario, a nifty way to bypass dangerous enemies is to let them hit you. For a brief time, you'll be invincible and can slip by. Okay. But you lose the power up, so I don't. Okay. And the sticker is Little Mac punching King Hippo directly in his gut, and it looks like he's blowing out all the nut he just consumed before the fight backstage. So, splat. This was a reference to Splatoon back in 1987. Now the rest of these are kind of weird because they're like these scratch things, and you'll see in a second. I'll show you the backs for a second. So if you look at the back of these cards, it shows you, I guess, how to play a tutorial of Double Dragon, and it just shows you like I don't know, a 3 and you lose, find 2 to win. But oh, I get it now. Okay, see how these little circles are here? This is like a Double Dragon card where you can technically play the card. You have to find 2 boots, 3 elbows, or 4 fists to win, okay? And if you find 3 katanas, you lose. And the way it works is that you have to scratch the little circle, and the way it works, is you have to scratch the little silver thingy-majiggies, and hope that you get those first before you get the katanas. I'm not going to scratch them because apparently they don't work, but that's how this works. So this one's based off Double Dragon, which is pretty cool. Our next scratchy is Super Mario Brothers. It seems like he's fighting a weird testicle-looking piranha plant. And same thing. You find 3 piranha plants, you lose. You must find the S world. I don't know what that means, but the S world, and you have to find the little arrow to advance to the next screen. I guess it's kind of a cool concept. I actually kind of enjoy that, but again, I'm not going to scratch them. I don't know where Mario's hat went. Did he lose his fucking hat? Where'd he go? Did he bring it to a pawn shop? And the last one we have here is actually Punch Out. I'm going to show it like this. It's Great Tiger, and you have to punch him in his cock. Look at that girl in the back. She's like, oh my god, he's gonna punch him in the cock. But yeah, no, this is really cool. And then on the back again, the Punch Out logo is there, which is kind of cool. I've never seen the Punch Out logo in that font. Maybe I'm just not like woke, but I've never seen the Punch Out logo like that, and I think that's a cool Punch Out logo. I like the font of the Punch Out logo. But you have a cow blow. A cow blow is an automatic disqualification. That's crazy. The star equals 2 KOs. So try again. There's 3 and you lose, and you need 2 KOs for a knockout. And yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's the first pack we've opened, and maybe there will be more to come if you guys enjoy these little card opening things. Until the next video, and hopefully I have a better backdrop than literally a barrel stuffing with cards into amiibos. Like, fuck you, Jigglypuff. Anyway, adios, guys.